Hello beautiful people, how's it going? I'm back with another video and today we are watching Indiana Jones 4, The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. If you're new to the channel, hello, I react to things that I've never seen before, so you should subscribe because we're very close to 40k. And of course, if you want to speak to me directly, you can message me on Instagram, the link is in the description box below. I reply to all of my DMs. So Indiana Jones, I liked all three of those movies. This is the series where I do Indiana Jones for the first time. And this film is really controversial. A lot of people dislike it. In fact, I think everyone dislikes it. But I have high hopes. You guys told me that the original girl comes back in this one, the one I liked, the one with the brown hair from Raiders. So I think that's really cool. I'm really excited. Let's get right into it. Wow, we've got an updated Lucasfilm logo. I mean, yeah, this was filmed, what, years later? Okay. Kate Blanchett. Okay. I didn't know Kate Blanchett was in this. Ooh. It's really interesting to me. This doesn't really feel like an Indiana Jones intro. Just because it has nothing to do with him. But I don't know. Oh goodness. America. Is that Indy? Why would he be locked in a car? That can't be him. Oh wow, it actually... Yeah.
This ain't gonna be easy.
I like that he's aged a bit. There she is. So I'm assuming she plays a Russian? Her work on Thor Ragnarok was just phenomenal. Really.
Anyone else? And what I do
I really don't buy the accent, by the way. Like, I really don't buy it, but okay.
Is in here.
What, she's a part of the X-Men now?
You were part of the team that examined it.
Am I supposed to know what she's talking about?
Knew what you were talking about.
You will help us find it.
I really feel like I should know what she's talking about, but I can't remember. Oh, that's really clever. It's not entirely logical, but it is very clever. Oh, it's like where they stick. Wow. Okay. That is very clever. That is very clever. I want to know if this is directed by Steven Spielberg because it said it was. Well, it said a Steven Spielberg film. Because if Steven Spielberg directed it, how did people dislike it so much? I don't know. Is that a magnified mummy? Oh god, do you hear that? Yikes. Oh goodness. That's so weird.
Drop the guns!
Yeah, they don't care. What?
Why, Mac? Yeah, what can I
Why,
say?
Mac?
I can't go home empty-handed again.
You know, I really know this guy's voice, by the way. Like, it's killing me. Like, I really know his name. Not his name, his voice. Wow, that was really cool. And he ruined it. How much cooler would it have been if he pulled that off? Okay. That's what you get. Karma. I mean, that's what you get. Like, really. I will say this action sequence is really cool. But I do kind of wish they removed the comedic elements from it. I think if it was strictly serious action, it would have been really great. Something about this, I don't know how to explain it.
You guys got a phone?
What?
Wait a minute.
This reminds me of something. It's kind of strange. Oh, is he on like a television set? Right? Like on a television set or something.
Oh, that can't be good at all.
What is going on? What the hell is this? This is not Indiana Jones. This is not Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones never felt like a fantasy movie. It felt real, which is why it was so great. What is this?
Hauled out in the middle of the night in the middle of nowhere on some urgent recovery project and shown what? What was in the box?
What's in the box? Kate Blanchett.
Yeah, that's her.
With a really bad accent, by the way.
Activities suspicious, including those during the war.
Are you nuts? Do you have any idea how
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, to be honest.
Great interest.
With great interest comes great responsibility.
On the west coast of
Professor Slughorn!
100 BC and was continuously occupied for 600 years.
Okay, now I'm happy.
Abandoned in 2500 BC. There's no... yes.
He sounds just like himself.
Come back, we'll discuss the difference between migration and exodus.
I mean, this came out in 2008, and I think Half-Blood Prince came out in 2009, so he probably filmed these really close to each other.
Kind of controversy. Not in this charged climate.
So you're firing me.
Drama.
I resigned?
Poor Professor Slughorn. Come on now. He's one of my favorite Hogwarts professors, by the way. Well,
When the hysteria reaches academia, I guess it's time to call it a career.
Ah yes, the Cold War.
And Marcus seems to have reached the age where life stops giving us things and starts taking them away.
I really liked his dad in The Last Crusade. But now I'm thinking about The Last Crusade, and I'm thinking about how I'd rather be watching that movie than this one. Shia LaBeouf? Sam Witwicky? Where's Bumblebee, bro? For those of you who don't know, I actually really adored the Transformers movies, even though everyone in the world hates them. I loved those films so much growing up. I wanted Bumblebee so badly.
I haven't talked to
What?
Harold Oxley in 20 years.
Okay, that's promising. If the movie started out like this, it would have been way better.
The Ox and I were obsessed with the Mitchell Hedges skull.
You know, when I started reacting to movies on my channel, I told myself that I was going to try my best to see the best in films, see the best in directors, because they pour their heart and soul into a project. And so it's nice to see the good in things. It's nice to feel enjoyment when you watch movies, especially when you have to film yourself doing it, because you have to engage with an audience. Oh, and by the way, yeah, we are splitting this into two parts, obviously. I've been doing them with all of the Indiana films. So, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, apparently, were stellar films. Especially The Last Crusade. See, Raiders of the Lost Ark did pander a bit. Temple of Doom was controversial. And The Last Crusade was a masterpiece. It was a father-son movie about Indiana getting his groove back, finding comfort in his family, and I really liked it. I really liked it. I really liked the mystery aspect of it. And one thing I really liked about The Last Crusade, if you guys remember from my video last week, well, by the time you see this, last week, I said that the introduction really got me on board, seeing young Indiana do tricks on trains, on circus trains. It really interested me. Now, we've watched almost an hour of this film. It took 40 minutes to get to the main plot? What? That entire introduction was great, but it felt like a fantasy film. It definitely felt like a fantasy film, didn't feel like Indiana Jones, and that's why Indiana Jones, to me at least, worked well, because it was real. Indiana, played by Harrison Ford, which I still think is the best part of these films, has a really strong role, because you can believe that this actor can portray this character, and this could happen in real life, because all of the artifacts that were somewhat fantastical always linked back to religion. Now, Indiana Jones is literally like flying around places, and he fails too. Indiana Jones was never a character who failed. That's why he was so cool. Now they're painting him off to be this older man who does stunts and almost makes it, but then falls back so it can be comedic and the young kids can laugh. I'm almost halfway through this film, and I checked the time like 3 times. 3 times. And guys, I promise, like, I'm not pooping on this movie just to poop on it. And you guys need to know that I try very hard to see the good in films, because I know that a lot of you guys are connected to the films that I watch. And no one wants me, or no one wants anyone to bash something they love, especially if they click a video on it. You know, they want the positivity. And that's what I try to do. But it's been easy for me my entire career so far, because all of the movies I've watched apart from Solo were great. Now look, this film does have a lot of potential. I'm actually a huge Shia LaBeouf fan. I had no idea he was going to be in this, so I'm going to finish the movie right now. And honestly, let's hope it gets better. Let's hope the pace picks up, and let's hope this fantasy element to the film doesn't continue, because I will be severely disappointed. Usually when I watch films that people don't like, I think to myself, oh, why did they not like this? I really like this. Nah, I understand. But it does have super potential. And if it gets better, then I'll be really happy. But other than that, I mean, I'm genuinely praying. I'm genuinely praying for this film to get better. But if you made it to the end of this video, comment Bumblebee? Because Shia LaBeouf is in this. Why wouldn't you comment Bumblebee? I love Bumblebee. I miss Bumblebee. I've always wanted to ride Bumblebee, which is a yellow Camaro. Camaro? I don't know. I'm not good with cars. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much, and I'll see you next time. Well, you guys will see me tomorrow for part 2 of this. But, yeah. Bye, guys.